I'm just adding wax to it. The wax will bring out the colors. We'll pop them really hard.
It's got to be hot.
Oh, it's hot. Believe me, it's hot.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, this one turned out good. Should have to do 9 of them, right?
Why'd you do 9 of them?
Huh?
Why'd you do 9 of them?
I've sold 8 so far, and it's a limited edition of 22.
How'd you choose 22?
22 is a good number. One of my clients picked up 5 of them off of me at one time. He wanted me to limit it to 12. And I felt that he was capitalizing on what I could actually do with this piece. So 22 is just a good number. Plus when you take 2 and 2 together, it makes a heart shape.
I like that. Now what exactly do you call this piece?
This is Eternal Conflict. This is a commission piece I picked up down in Arizona. It's just a bear and bull to represent the stock markets.
Excellent.
So, you know, with the limited edition of 22, it just means that there's only going to be 22 people in the world that will actually own it.
You don't keep one for yourself?
Oh, I'll keep number 22. That one's mine.
I would keep this one. It looks pretty darn good.
Oh yeah. This is
So how many chemicals did you use making this product?
So I used 3 chemicals: ferric nitrate, silver nitrate, and the liver of sulfur. So the ferric gives me the honey golds and the burgundies. The liver of sulfur gives me the blacks, or it blackens out the liver, the silver, the ferric. So like on the nose is liver of sulfur. Inside the mouth. And right now I'm just coating it with Renaissance wax. It's a good clear carnauba wax. It protects the patinas from changing.
Where does that name come from?
Renaissance?
No,
Or a patina?
Patina.
Patina is actually just describes the coloring process, and patina is a natural process that can happen in bronze.
Cool.
And over time, the bronzes can get blues and greens through the elements. But this is a controlled patina that I did.
An artist inside the store said you've been doing this since about 3.
I've been sculpting, since pretty much 3, but started making whale tails, the flukes of whales, selling them for $5 with my dad. He was a potter when I was growing up. May I take that picture? Yeah.
Is the All Real Tahoe Art, is that your store?
So, All Real Tahoe developed 2 weeks before 4th of July, my friend Matt McCollum, who does the bear carvings, got a call from the owner of the powder house. And no one was leasing the area, so, for the shop. And we were given the opportunity to start a gallery. So, started the gallery. I brought in a handful of artists. My friend brought in a handful of craft people, and we've just been selling ever since 2 weeks before 4th of July.
It's very nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Where'd you get your training in bronzes?
Okay, so since I grew up in a family of artists, and I got started sculpting when I was like really young. My father was a potter, and then they were introduced to what is called a cold bronze technique, and that's a bronze dust and resin casting. From the bronze dust and resin casting, when I was a senior in high school, my senior project, I studied the lost wax process. The lost wax process is the process that creates, or that is used to create bronzes. So each piece starts out as an oil-based clay. From the oil-based clay, I make a rubber mold. And I learned how to make molds from my dad, because he was using the mold making techniques in order to do his cold bronze. So I learned the mold making, but I wanted to do the real bronze. To me, it's the true bronze. You know, it's the real deal. It's a better investment. It lasts forever. It's a technique that's been around for well over 2,000 years. It's kind of, you know, we have bronzes from the ancients still around, and if this was to end up in the ocean, it would still be around. They could pick it up and probably still look the same, maybe some barnacles and stuff like that.
Were you influenced by people like Remington?
Huh?
Were you influenced by people like Remington?
Not really, actually. I'm sort of more influenced by people like Salvador Dali, but he really didn't do bronzes. He did some. So for my senior project, I introduced myself to bronze. From there, I created a man array. From the man array, I produced a handful of sea life sculptures. And then I wanted to get a hands-on feel for the bronze casting technique. So I went to the Lake Tahoe Community College and signed up underneath Dave Foster. Underneath Dave Foster, I learned how to do all the techniques for the casting process, even though I had already had a handful of sea life sculptures that I was already producing and selling. About 4 classes after that, they just had me teach. So I became a co-teacher with him.
Excellent. It's a great school.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good school.
I went there and took photography. There was a snow day, and I thought in Tahoe there's no such thing as a snow day, so I went there. The class was empty. I came back a week later. I said, "What's wrong with you wimps? It's no."
Yeah, it's Tahoe.
They said it's no snow day. It's a powder day. You Michigan fool.
That's right.
We're out skiing.
It's a pow day.
It's a powder day. I always thought that was so cool. Teacher too went skiing.
Yeah, that happens, especially in Tahoe. If the freshies are out there on the hill, you know, people are up there. So
fresh snow. A lot of great artists too. I filmed Louise House before.
Oh yeah.
And painting satin.
Cool.
And she teaches there too, I believe.
So from there, I actually studied Spanish when I was going to college. I, in a sense, took the bronze casting course so that I could use the facilities.
That's always good.
Yeah.
It's a good studio.
Oh, it's a great studio. Dave did an amazing job setting Thanks, man, and good luck.
Are you doing any teaching here?
No, I actually don't have my credentials, so.
You don't need credentials. I see one right there. Teaching is a matter of showing someone how to do something. That's not a matter of like a little piece of paper on the wall.
Yeah, no, like I said, I used to co-teach with Dave Foster. I put together a bronze finishing workshop, and that was supposed to be a 6-week course, and the amount of material that I put into it should have been for a full-length course, a full quarter. I like teaching. I actually teach during the intensive Spanish Summer Institute. I'm the computer Spanish related instructor. So,
Cool.
yeah. So I've been teaching over there since 2000, 2001. Every summer I'm there.
Is your bronze signed someplace?
It is signed. So right here, my signature. During this time, still using my last name, though I'm quickly going to Caleb, just Caleb. People like to come up to my booth or come up to me and just ask if I'm related to Jackson Pollock, which I may or may not be. So if family traits, characteristics, looks could tell the story, then yes. So. And then I allow the wax to solidify, and I'll come out and buff it out. It'll look just like this when it's done.
It's beautiful.
This one turned out good. It is a really good patina. Really good. Any other questions? Well, thank you for coming. And the next thing I do is I put it onto a 15 by 15 by 3-inch piece of marble base, and it will look like this.
Beautiful. All right, thank you very much.
All right, Michael.